What's up, guys? I'm the Nearsighted Gamer, and in this video, I will be giving you my day one recap for E3 2015. Now, keep in mind, this isn't a full recap of like everything that went down. This is mainly going to be things that interested me and that I think are that I'm interested in talking about. I mean, there's certain things that are good, but they're not really something that I would care about. So I probably won't say it. So if I don't mention something, even though it happened, I saw it, or if I didn't see it, I'll say I didn't. But these are just mainly going to be things that I want to talk about and that like stuck out to me or that I think are worth mentioning as far as my recap goes. And in this video, I'm going to be covering Microsoft and EA's press conferences, and I will do the other two in a separate video. First, let me say I apologize for the quality. I had to use my laptop webcam for this video, so I know it's a definite decrease in quality. It's not too bad, but it's not as good as the one that I use usually and the one that I use for my previous video. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get started. Got my notes. Alright, clearly I'm not the biggest fan of Microsoft, but I'll give them credit. Their press conference overall, for me, I thought what they did pretty good. They continued their thing about sticking with games, and it was just game after game after game, and they came out with some pretty interesting things. Things I didn't see but I was aware of, like they showed off a new Xbox One controller, which I was aware of. It has lots of little doodads and special features, and it also has a 3.5mm headset jack on it. They couldn't really justify just making a new control for that. They had to add something new. They did a new thing with the D-pad. It's all angular, and I don't know. Apparently that's way better. So, good job. Yeah. Beyond Eyes, there was a trailer for that. I wasn't really interested in that. And then they showed a Dark Souls 3 trailer, and Dark Souls is known for being hard as crap. I played the first one, and not because of the difficulty. The type of game just wasn't my cup of tea. So I ended up not getting into it. I thought I would like it, but I didn't. But they showed a trailer for that, and I think a spring release date, or at least a 2016 release date. The trailer was pretty cool, especially the end. There was this huge freaking knight, sword, and all that was fire. You could tell it was Dark Souls from the beginning. The way everything looked, just everything about it screamed Dark Souls, and people knew Dark Souls 3 was right around the corner because they've gotten annual with their releases of those games. So people expected it to come, and it did. It was a pretty decent trailer, I gotta admit. Then there was a trailer for The Division as well, which may end up being the second shooter game that I get really into, because even if I'm not, I mean, I definitely want to play that game. Like what it has, the content and like the way the gameplay is and the look of it, the whole feel it makes you want to play it. So even if I don't play shooters, it's gonna be a game that I at least try, no doubt. What else? Rise of the Tomb Raider. I mentioned this in my what I think will be an E3 video, and it was there, of course. The gameplay demo focused around Laura and I can't remember the guy's name climbing up the side of a mountain in some like the Himalayas, looking for some temple, and they showed off Laura's platforming and jumping and how the gameplay worked. You use your it wasn't a pickaxe, but she was climbing up the side of the mountain, jumping around, falling, and then she did the typical Laura sliding and getting thrown through everything. That was pretty much the way almost all the trailers from the first one were. She was just being thrown into everything. Don't do this, don't do that, beat the crap up, which is the way it was in the game, but still, I cut her some slack. It looked good. I still stand by being able to wait until it comes to PlayStation. It's not that big of a deal to me, but it did look good, and it's good to know that whenever the time comes, I have that will be waiting and available to play. What else? Oh, this one hurt me a little bit, guys. Oh, they announced the Rare Collection. 30 games for $30 on Xbox One. Even if only just for Battletoads. I saw Battletoads and it hurt. And in addition to that, like, of course, there's Banjo-Kazooie. I'm pretty sure Donkey Kong Country and the sequels may be in there. There's so many. Perfect Dark. All the Rare games, 30 of them together in a collection for $30. If I was getting that right. That's pretty good. Now there's 3 things that I'm jealous of the Xbox One for having. That, Killer Instinct, more so now because I've seen more gameplay and how it is. It looks cool. And Sunset Overdrive. Those are the 3 reasons that I would more than likely be tempted to get an Xbox One or to buy an Xbox One. If I was given one, it'd be fine, but those would make me probably buy it. What else do we have? Yeah, they showed off Forza 6. Wow, they're already up to 6. I thought it was, I had to look again, like Forza 6. Like, really? 6? I remember when Forza came out, the first one. Like, oh yeah, they're going to take down Gran Turismo. Yeah, it came out, they showed cars. Cars looked good. Went vroom, vroom, vroom. It's Forza. It's still going to be good as it always was. Son of Thieves, wasn't interested. Fable Legends, still wasn't interested as well. At the beginning of the conference, I missed this, and it's fine. They showed off Halo 5, I believe, multiplayer and a trailer for it. I didn't see that. I'm not worried about it, but I know everybody who's interested in Halo was happy about it, so I'm glad y'all got that. And I'll save this for last. They showed off HoloLens, which I had already seen before, and I'm sure you have too. And they showed it off specifically with Minecraft. And oh my goodness. They showed, they had a camera showing, that enabled the audience and everyone watching to see what the person wearing the headset was seeing. And they showed Minecraft on a table, and they did a 3D model of it. You were able to go all the way around, zoom in, zoom out. It looked very awesome. And keep in mind that that's just one thing that HoloLens could be used for. There's so many other applications, but seeing as how this is E3, they focus on using it for gaming to get everyone's interest and show off how it could be used for gaming. Just that game, actually. Minecraft in general. So that actually, they don't even have to do anything else. They showed that on Minecraft, so all gamers will be like, okay, sign me up. Or as one of my friends said, just take my money. Yeah, they did good with that one. There was other things. I mean, I told you about things that I missed. But Microsoft, I don't want to really grade it. I was just recapping. I'm sure hardcore Xbox fans and more so shooter fans and Halo fans were happy with this. There's a lot of games that I really don't care about whether they would be on a system I had or not. So it's not just because of them, but that seemed like good games, but I wasn't very interested. But overall, I think the presentation was good. I can say that. All right, on to EA. All right, for EA, they started off with Mass Effect Andromeda. Showed a trailer for that. It looked good. It looked like Mass Effect. I'm eager to get back into that, or maybe this one will be different. Played Mass Effect 2, or was it 3? No, it was 2. Yeah, because I wanted to get into it before 3 got out, because I hate feeling left out of trilogies, of things that I didn't get involved with, or whenever something's coming to an end or climaxing, and I want to be a part of it, part of the end. So I tried to get into 2, but the gameplay was just, it should have been something I liked, but the gameplay just didn't work for me. But from what they showed, it looked pretty good, and it always does. Maybe I'll be able to grasp it this time. It'll work. We'll see. They showed off the new Need for Speed, which is just called Need for Speed. It seems to be the thing lately. Games that are going back around, let's just call it the original, like Doom is just being Doom, and Need for Speed is Need for Speed. I get it. You don't want to just tack on a label or a name, but it's a mixture of a lot of the past Need for Speed games. Like they have undergrounds, customization, rivals. What was it? Competition structure. I can't remember exactly what he said, but you can tell through it. I guess Most Wanted, cops are involved. You're racing, of course, but you're always going to run from the cops. It's a Need for Speed game. That's their thing. They showed off how you make their car. Like you went to a garage and you got to customize almost every aspect of it. You can make it look exactly how you want. They did that and immediately went out and then did like a race and showed him and a group of friends running from the cops and going around, and it was pretty cool. I liked it, and I usually don't like racing games. The exception being actually the Need for Speed series. I had Hot Pursuit, and I played Most Wanted. But as far as the Underground goes, I didn't like that whole series. But I like the ones like, where cops are involved and you're running from the cops and maybe you can play as the cops. Those were the ones that I'm more likely to like. I don't know if you can play as the cops on this one. They didn't say, or I didn't hear him say it. But yeah, I was proud of that. I was really interested in it. Star Wars: The Old Republic. They talked about an expansion for it called the Knights of the Fallen Empire. Cool. The trailer was done by Blur Studios, so it looked awesome. They were just mainly focusing on the fact that you could make new companions and companion this and companion that. The old companions, you could rekindle the relationships you had with them. It's the main thing they were focusing on, and how you can get back to making this a personal story more so is what they really talked about the most. And they wouldn't reveal anything else, like really deep into the story or what you could actually do. So you have to wait and see with that one. Unravel. They showed a trailer for that. I wasn't interested. They showed a trailer for Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, which I am actually interested in, despite being what it is. The first one was actually pretty good, in my opinion, and a lot of people liked it. I hate that you couldn't play multiplayer on PlayStation 3 version, which is what we had. I wanted to play it with my son, and I was disappointed that you couldn't do that. It was only on the Xbox version. Maybe you'll be able to do so with this one, and we'll be able to handle that problem. they showed off a few new different types of uh, plants, because now instead of the zombies invading where the plants live, the plants are invading where the zombies live because the zombies have taken over. So they flipped the script, as you might say. But it as goofy as it is, it worked the first time, and I think it'll work this time. Uh, yeah, I think it'll be pretty good. Is there anything else? Yeah, and then we had like a sports snag. I think they showed NBA 2K, I believe that's what that was, and they showed FIFA for a while. I was not interested in that. They showed Madden too. Uh, yeah, this time they're working on the passing. Like each year it's something. Eventually they're gonna come out with just like, it's just Madden. Like, you like football, play the game. That's what I see. It's like Madden stopped being fun for me a long time ago. When it stopped being fun and got too technical and all that, then I had to stop playing. That's why I'm not into it anymore. I did used to play it, but that was a long time ago. And so all for me, it's just Blitz. That's all. And yeah, Mirror's Edge. They showed a trailer and some gameplay, little gameplay, maybe like a small amount of gameplay. They showed an extended trailer. I played the first Mirror's Edge and I liked it. It was cool because it was new. The concept was great. I could definitely dive back into it again. It's the same, like they're talking about how there's no loading screens and like you're literally free running because it's an open world. You can go from here to there. You don't have to worry about waiting to load. So they're trying to like immerse you into the world so you can actually feel like you're free and doing all that. Same combat, maybe some different moves. Things change, perspective change depending on what you do while you're fighting, stuff like that. And yeah, I was kind of interested whenever they said they were doing a new one, but now that I've seen more of it, a little bit more, it's definitely on my radar. And that's pretty much it for Microsoft and EA as far as I'm concerned. There may be more, and I'm pretty sure lots of other people are going to go more in depth on things that I didn't. But those are the things that stood out for me that I was interested in and felt were worthy of talking about. So in my next video, I will be doing Ubisoft and Sony. Really like Sony. So like this video if you like it. If you don't like it anyway. What's it gonna hurt? Comment on it, positive, negative, either way. Just let me know what you think. It can't hurt. I'll be fine with it. Just trying to make it better. That's all. If you think of something that I can do to make it better, then by all means let me know. Subscribe to the Nearsighted Gamer if you haven't already done so. If you have, thank you very much. Like my page, facebook.com/the Nearsighted Gamer. And I will see you guys next time. Later, peeps.